Hello there, what's going on everybody? The day has finally come and we're going to be unboxing Star Wars Armada, the Clone Wars. We're going to be taking a look at the Galactic Republic Fleet Starter. If you want to see more videos like this, I urge you to hit that subscribe button because we've got a lot of unboxings, a lot of Armada Clone Wars content to deliver. This is kind of heavy too. There's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. This is quite a heavy box. It's almost like it's over 2 pounds, I believe. Let me flip it around so you can see the back. This is a full-fledged starter, and we're going to take a look at everything that comes in here. And since so much stuff comes out with this particular wave, I'll probably be doing like a full wave review in the not too distant future, so be on the lookout for that. But this is just going to be the unboxing. We're going to take a look at what comes in this particular box, and this isn't going to be like how this compares to everything else. But if you are starting Star Wars Armada, if you're just looking to get into this game, this is going to have everything you need to get you started playing. But this is not a 2-player starter. This is a 1-player single faction starter. I got this at my local store. Stores seems to, or at least some stores seem to get this before pre-orders were showing up. So I went ahead and picked up an extra couple of starters, and we're going to be looking at this. Now, just from looking at the outside of the box, this is a little bit lighter than some people were talking about. They wanted to see maybe a darker or more of a shade. We'll take a look at it once we get it out of the box and see how that compares. Also, if you guys are new here, we've got lots of giveaways going on right now, and there's the 12 Days of Life Day giveaway that is going on, and that is all throughout December. I'll be giving away 12 different times. I'll be giving away lots and lots of presents and goodies and surprise gifts, all usually somehow related to gaming and Star Wars, whether it's digital goods or physical goods or things that I'll be shipping you. And if you want to win any of those, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. Same rules that I typically use for any of my Amazon gift card giveaways. So, and I run those all the time. All right, so we've got the box emptied out. We've got our Armada Learn to Play guide right here. This is going to have all of the rules you need to play. This should be the most updated rules with, of course, Clone Wars art inside all throughout the pages. And of course, we now have a living rules reference guide as well. So as things get updated, as new rules come out, there is a lot of new rules with this particular stuff. Look at that Lucra Hulk in the artwork. That's beautiful. Can't wait to, I'm really hoping we get to see a Lucra Hulk. But yes, there's a lot of beautiful stuff here, and I can't wait to see all of it and more of it. And we've got all of our cardboard tokens. This is everything we're going to need to be able to build out our ships. This is everything we're going to need to be able to build out our squadrons and playing the game. Let's see here. We've got all kinds of cool stuff here. I'm going to open this up. We'll take a look at all the cardboard really quick. And then, of course, we're going to look at the ships and then everything else that comes in here. And we'll do the cards kind of, I think, at the end because there's a lot of cards. I mean, look at this. Look at this stack of cards. That's a lot of cards because this is meant to be, a faction starter. So new players starting the game can start off with this. Old players looking to start a new faction are probably going to get a lot of duplicate stuff that maybe they don't really need all that much of. So yeah, we got our, all these are double-sided. For our squadrons, if you're going to run generics or if you're going to run named squadrons. And so that much is cool. All right, and then both versions of our ship cards. In the middle, we've got our obstacles. Again, great that this is a full-fledged starter, all of the obstacles that are needed to play the game. We've got we've got a bunch of pass tokens too. Really, really nice that we have quite a few pass tokens. This is one thing I wasn't sure if they were going to put in here. Or at least how many they were going to have. 6 pass tokens seems kind of extreme for just a starter, but this is good because I really don't think you're going to need to get that pass token upgrade kit anytime soon. But you know what? It's there if you weren't interested in it before. Well, now you can get it. All right, we've got our range tool here. A great and this is a good refresher for a lot of veteran players that are maybe still using the same old range tool they've got if they don't have an acrylic one by now. It's a great way to get a brand new one. And of course, our little tokens for our maneuver tool. So it's so nice to have Armada card stock. All right. We've got our cardboard. These are going to be the dials. We put these together according to the instructions, but basically you're going to put those commands in there and then pop them in. And then of course this is your movement tool, which you're going to hop the different pieces in from there and put the 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 into that. We've got our squadrons. We've got our bases. We've got our dice. We've got our dice pack. It's always nice to have an extra dice pack. All right, same as the old dice. We've got the other bases for our 2 small ships, and let's you know what? Let's go ahead and you always want to see the ships first, right? Well, let's do the squadrons. I have them in hand because they're unpainted, and they're all going to be V19s, V19 torrents. Here, I'll put one on here. Let's see, how's it going to go in? There we go. All right, there's a V19 torrent. Well, that's pretty detailed. All right, I'll keep my hand behind there so we can get some of the light on it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty groovy, man. This is gonna be fun to paint. We have a painting competition going on right now too. So if you get your stuff, paint up some of your squadrons or do some repaints on your ships, post photos in the painting competition channel in my Discord. We have links down in the description below. I want to see some of your awesome paint jobs. The winner's going to get a custom Discord title and rank. Well, not custom, but basically like a painting champion special. You'll be the first one to get it. And it won't be the last painting competition I do, but you're going to stand out. Oops, let me turn this around. And you're going to be able to put 3 of them on a stand. There we go. There we go. That's it. And I love these things because, you can turn them kind of sideways if you wanted to kind of have them flying like that. Oh, Armada, I have missed you. I have missed you, my love. All right, now, let's take a look at these ships. I'm really excited right now. This is my all-time favorite game. So, it's very special. First off, let's go with the Consular Cruiser. So I like it, but I do have some criticisms. And part of me, I think I'm going to have to go back to the source material. Love the engine glow on the engines. I love the colors. They're good, strong Republic colors. Like it looks good. It looks good. The problem is some of the paint apps can be improved upon. Right, like this gun here in the back. Looks a little sloppy. There's the paint. There's a little bit like on the side there that kind of got accidentally brushed on, and then these side cannons here have no paint on them, and I don't know, maybe they're supposed to be kind of beige to blend into the ship, as well as the cannon in the front here has no paint on it. So I feel like there's cause to maybe go back and touch up some of those, but I mean, the decals on the ship, the logos and stuff like that, the lines, all of the paintwork elsewhere is actually really nice. It's kind of got a lighter wash on it. Looks good. Look at that underneath too. We've got our little quad or single turbo lasers or something like that. But those look good too. I mean, it's a good looking ship. And honestly, this is a small ship too, so you're gonna be looking at it from like this far away. So you're not going to see it up that close, but that's kind of we'll look at the second one. Kind of the same thing. I feel like this little piece right here can probably get a little. I think it's supposed to be a communications dish, so I think there's room to come in and touch these up a little bit. However, that's really minor stuff. It's overall it's a solid paint job. It looks recognizable. It looks like a good ship. The sculpt is on point. The sculpt is fantastic. So it looks really, really good. If you're not familiar with this kind of ship, this was the first ship you ever saw in the prequels. In episode 1, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan go on board an unarmed version of the Consular Cruiser, and they were, they never got back on it once they got off. All right, now we're trying to get this guy out of the plastic and into our loving arms. There we go. baby, now. Oh, all right. So this is our acclimator. This is, you know, the ship that carries large amounts of clones. It'll kind of like land on a ship, kind of open doors and unload, you know, thousands of troops. But it's also a capable spacefaring ship as well. Can launch squadrons. This is going to be a medium-based ship, and it doesn't look half bad. It does have a wash on it. It's a little light. There's a lot of the paneling in here that the wash didn't seem to hit and isn't really standing out as much as it could. And you know, and we'll probably apply a light wash to it. Now, some of you aren't sure how to do that. I've heard some people say that intimidates them a little bit. I'll probably be doing a video where we put a wash on here. And I've learned a little bit about putting washes on ships, because you don't just take a bottle of Nuln Oil and just, you know, pour it on the ship. Right? There's some steps to doing it right. And so maybe we'll do a video for that, you know, in the not too distant future. On the bottom, the wash actually looks a little bit better application on the bottom. Washes can be fickle, though. We do have a little bit of red paint over here that you know, might have just been a little accidental, but you know, if we're going back up and touching these up, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. But overall, nice looking ship. We don't get. We could really use some wash in the sides here. This is an opportunity, a missed opportunity right here. We could definitely put some wash in on the sides, and we'll be able to. But I'm okay with that, because I love doing repaints, but I definitely want my repaints to still be recognizable a lot of the time. And so yeah, we can definitely do some work with this and kind of make it pop just a little bit more. It is a little bit wider or brighter than I think we had expected it to be, but especially this back piece here, it looks like it's got almost no wash on it, on the back. Maybe this part does a little bit, but yeah. So there's room for improvement here, but that's just as far as the paint applications go. As far as the sculpt, this thing is beast. It is really nice looking, and I mean, you know, one of the things I love about this game and the way that they create these miniatures is that they put so much attention to detail, even on the bottoms of ships, knowing full well you're going to be playing with it like that. You're only going to really ever look at the top, but you know, and it's one of the things that makes these games so great too, is that you're getting collectible miniatures. Like, you're getting high quality miniatures that you're going to use for a long time. I know some people will play these games and don't even ever you know, play. They just buy the stuff and have it on their desk, you know, because they're that nice looking. So yeah, we're gonna be, we get 4 squadrons of the V19s. We get this guy and the 2 consulars, and we got a lot of cards. So let's look at the cards. All right, so first up is the damage deck. This is in the big size. It's in the same size as squadrons. This is, so it's an all new damage deck because it's resized. It's also redone on the other side. And we've got, and in case you just wanted to see how the new cards look, we've got our compartment fire, we've got our crew panics, we've got our blinded gunners, we got our comms noise, we've got our life support failure, our damaged controls, our injured crew, 4 of those. 2 of our faulty countermeasures, 2 of our power failures, 2 of our ruptured engines, 2 of our targeting disruptors, 2 of our shield failures, projector misalignment, point defense reroute, thruster fissure, coolant discharge, capacitor failure, thrust control malfunction. We've got our damaged munitions, depowered armament, disengaged fire control, lots and lots of structural damages. And that's our deck. Yes, we are also have of course, our squadron commands. We've got our V19 turrets there. We've talked about those quite a bit, with the red and blue dice against squadrons, and escort and swarm, and our black die against ships. They're a pretty well-rounded ship. And of course, we've got our named Axe, who is also going to have, before another friendly squadron at distance 1 suffers damage during attack, you may spend a defense token to reduce the total damage by 1, which is really nice. You are limited to 4 aces per 100 points. This is just, if you're curious what the back of the cards look like for them, there is the back, and that's, both of them have the same back. We also have our updated cards here. We've got Advanced Gunnery, Most Wanted, precision strike and opening salvo. We don't have the new ones from the Rebellion in the Rim and Corellian Conflict though. Fire lanes, contested outpost, fleet ambush, hyperspace assault, intel sweep, minefields, superior positions, and dangerous territory. Now, this is stuff that used to only be available in the regular core set, and now we have them all freshly available to us. Oh man, look at that! All right, we're gonna do the ship cards. We got some help cards too for our commands and defense tokens. These are your little helpers, your little help cards. The attack resolution card and our defense token card. So this is good, and this is also going to talk about the new evade, for example, and how that was changed from the original rules. And our ship cards now are in the same size as every other card. Every card is now the same size. There are no big ship cards anymore, and of course they're going to be like so on the back. So there's the Acclimator Assault Ship. Acclimator 1, and there's the ship card for that. This is the black dice version. 2 black against squadrons. This one's kind of like the Vic 1 in a lot of ways. There's our Acclimator 2. And there's the back side of that. There's our Consular Armed Cruiser. And there's the back of that. Senate. Got another copy of that. And then, of course, our Consular Charger C-70. And he's running in his clone. We have 2 versions of that. As far as upgrade cards, we've got Bail Organa. We've seen him already. He's going to be giving out tokens to folks. He gives out command dials based on the tokens that are on him, which is especially nice. Wow, and it's so weird having these cards big because these used to be small and just holding them in your hand, and there's quite a few. All right, we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got 2 commanders as an option now, and Obi-Wan Kenobi lets those lets you cancel a damage or reduce a damage by 1 by spending in a redirect. We've got Clone Captain Zach. Starts with a concentrate fire token, and you get to use him twice, or to ready him again, you have to start feeding him more concentrate fire tokens. But he lets you potentially add dice, which is super cool. You get 2 copies of the Clone Navigation Officer, and he's going to start with a nav token, and you can ready him by spending any type of token on him. So we got 2 of those. We got Clone Gunners, which are clone only. We only get 1 copy of those. Those are real nice. We're going to get 2 copies of the Hyperspace Rings, which can let your guys kind of, they can't be rogues. Of course, clones don't have any rogues just yet, but I'm sure they will at some point. And it gives them the Scout keyword, which kind of lets them deploy farther out. This is going to be really helpful with those squadron packs, because you have some, those ARC 170s are real slow. We get 2 copies of Reactive Gunnery here, which is going to let you be able to salvo, which is a really, really nice way for ships that might not want to take a defensive retrofit. To me, this is a great option for defensive retrofit, having like a lot. And this isn't faction locked or anything like this, so I could even see like Rebel players might want to be putting this on their CR90s or ships that have a defensive retrofit that you don't really want to put something on them, and like, hey, you know what, now there's an option for those ships that don't need ECM. We got 2 copies of the Swivel Mount Battery. Great way to, it's modification, but a great way to kind of point your side guns forward or forward guns sideways. You get to pick that focus side and do that. We're gonna get 1 assault concussion missiles. It's the same as the old one, but it's got the updated almost the same as the old one. You can only use it once per turn. You have to exhaust it now, and this means it's going to automatically exhaust instead of you having to manually try to re-exhaust it. Kind of like how munitions resupply here doesn't automatically get ready. You have to spend one of the new tokens to do that. We've got parts resupply in there. Very similar. These are the 2 new fleet supports, and we also have 1 copy of Auxiliary Shields Team. Now for titles, we've got the Implacable for our And then this is before a friendly ship or squadron at distance 1 to 2 suffers damage from an attack, you may exhaust this card and spend up to 2 shields from your front hull zone to reduce the total damage by that amount. Good kind of supporting, like I'll protect you, you know, that kind of deal. I like that. And then the Navuta B. At 5 points, when you do a squadron command, each non-unique squadron that you activate gains swarm until the end of its activation. Each squadron with swarm that you activate may reroll 1 die while attacking a ship, which is actually really cool. Then for our console, only two titles for each, but that's fine. And then our consular's got the Radiant 7 and 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. Roman numerals driving me nuts here. Since when does Star Wars have Rome to get Roman numerals? Right? Like that's I don't know. Did they have what was this? Are they Coruscanti numerals? Is that how that works? Anyway. And this is how you're going to get that fleet support for the Republic, because you're going to take this and then it is unique. So you can only run 1 fleet support currently with Republic, but that's how you do that. And of course, you kind of disarm yourself. This is, I had said that this makes you kind of like that ship that Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon flew. Well, this is the title of the ship that they flew. I was actually corrected by somebody in the comment section, so thank you for the correction. And then Swift Return is 3 points, and during your determined course step, if you're at distance 1 to 2 of an obstacle, you may change your speed by 1 or increase 1 yaw value by 1. So he can kind of navigate through asteroid fields a little bit easier. I think that is everything. All right, guys, that is about it. I have the ships kind of placed in here. Still got to put the shield dials in, but those will pop in with the little clips that we have in here, and we'll get our shields set up, and you know, hopefully we'll have some games going here fairly soon. But if you want to see more, stay tuned. Make sure you click that subscribe button. Let me know what you think down in the comment section, and click that, give it a thumbs up, click the bell for alerts if you don't want to miss out when new videos come out. I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are too. If you want more information, check the links down in the video description. There's gonna be links to my website, crabbok.com. Also for merch, if you want to get stuff in time for Christmas, you got to order soon. All your masks, t-shirts, bags, all that kind of stuff. Check it out down below. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.